Hello folks, and welcome back to another video. This video right now is as well part 4 of my series Crossing the US by Train, where I start in New York City and will end up in the beautiful town of San Diego, California. In the last video I was doing part 1 of the travel from Chicago, the windy city in Illinois, down to Louisiana to New Orleans, which is as well called the Big Easy. Well, if you haven't watched the first video going from Chicago to New Orleans, I will link it right up here on the right edge of your screen for you. And I wish you a pleasant time watching part 2 of the series going from Chicago to New Orleans right now. While we are driving through beautiful Tennessee here on a beautiful morning with no clouds in the sky, I have to point out the things I don't like about this roomette at all. First of all, the space you have is way less than in the roomette of the Viewliner, and this is because of the construction of it. You know, there is no storage facility at all besides of the 2 steps there. There is nowhere to put your carry-on luggage. It does not fit underneath the seats or whatever. So this is something I don't understand, to be honest, because this is all wasted space down here. So yeah, but maybe it was built in times where carry-on suitcases were not a thing. Second thing I don't like is the tracks are pretty rough here in the US of A, and look at the cup holders. So this is probably half a centimeter deep. So what do you think is going to happen if it's bumpy? This. And this happened quite a lot yesterday. So this is something I don't understand as well. As you can see, it's deep enough that they could have drilled it deeper, but yeah. Maybe this is just something I don't understand. And now I want to point out the things I do like about this roomette, and this is definitely bad. I had a really good, solid 6.5 hours sleep this night, which I didn't had on the Viewliner at all. And I blame it on the width of the bed. Here, the bed is straight and has the same width all around, and on a Viewliner it narrows to the bottom, so where your feet are. And here you can choose whether you want to sleep with your head in driving direction or against driving direction. On the Viewliner you only have the option to go with your head there where the bed is wide enough. So maybe this was one point why I slept better here. And as well, it's very, very quiet. We are 2 coaches behind the locomotive, and as you know, if you have ever traveled on an Amtrak train before, the locomotive is honking pretty much all the time for every crossing and thing, just like it's happening now. And it's really quiet, to be honest, and you don't hear a lot of the driving noises and stuff, and you don't hear another passenger at all. So the door is really, really good soundproof. This is a great plus. And yeah, that was the room tour. I hope you have enjoyed it, and let's now continue driving down to the beautiful city of New Orleans. The trip in total is 19 hours going from Chicago Union Station to New Orleans, and the first third of the ride, I guess, is during night time. So you will start at 8 p.m. and at around 6 a.m. in the morning you will wake up in Memphis, Tennessee, and from there on it's just like about another 8 hours going all the way to the beautiful city of New Orleans at the ocean. So I'm looking forward to this one, and I hope you do so too. If you like these kind of videos, just give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to. My name is Michael. This channel is the Bavarian Globetrotter on YouTube, and I want to show you my travel experiences firsthand, so that even if just one of you gets motivated to travel as well, my goal is accomplished. And if you want to see more of my stuff, you can click on the subscribe button, and every Sunday at 6 p.m. Central European Time there is a new video coming out, and if you don't want to miss one, just click on the little ding-dong bell beside it and you will get a notification as soon as a video of mine goes live. But right now, let's put our head out of the window and look at the beautiful countryside of America. Welcome to Mississippi, everybody. We are right now rolling through the little town of Marks in Mississippi, and you have maybe noticed that the scenery has changed. So there are a lot more swamps and water around here than there were in Tennessee, so this is pretty much the difference. Other than that, it looks pretty much the same. It's all green, it's pretty warm outside already. But yeah, we'll see how the scenery is going to change as soon as we hit Louisiana. But if I look out of the window, there's only one thing I could think of, and this is a song by Willie Nelson that he made for this train, and it's called The City of New Orleans, and it kind of goes like this: riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central Monday morning rail, 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. So maybe I should stop singing, maybe you don't want to hear this. But this song is going all in my head all the time since I boarded this train, and I was really looking forward to do this, as this was on my bucket list for quite a while, and I'm really happy I did it. So as we are now pulling through the town of Marks, I will stop blubbing on and will hit you off with some real country music and not with my talentless singing. So we are on the next smoke stop here in Jackson, Mississippi, and as you can see, there's not much going on the train here. It's just like we're just having about a 10-minute stop here right now, and afterwards we're continuing onwards towards our final destination of New Orleans on the train number 59, the City of New Orleans. So far, great trip, and I highly recommend doing it. It's not the best one in kind of changing scenery, but at least it is good scenery out there. So there's a lot of farming, there's a lot of swamps to see there. It's just like beautiful scenery and small town USA, and that's all about. These are towns that we would never have ever heard again if you haven't been on this train. So far so good, and we're about 30 minutes away from our lunch service. I'm looking forward to this one, and let's hop back onto the train and continue onwards to New Orleans. After the stop in Jackson, Mississippi, it was time for me to head on to the observation car. This service is a great add-on which is offered by the double-decker trains of Amtrak, as the Cardinal, where I was traveling from New York City to Chicago, did not have an observation car at all. Beneath the observation car there is the bar coach located, where you can buy snacks and drinks for your convenience. Looking outside the windows of this coach gives you a great experience of the passing landscape, as you have big massive windows, and as well the roof has small windows as well, where you can watch as well the sky. All in all, this is the place to be to get social with all the other travelers and enjoy the beautiful landscape.
Welcome to Louisiana, folks. We are 2 hours 20 minutes out of New Orleans and just crossed into the state of Louisiana. So I'm pretty curious how the scenery is going to change around the New Orleans area. At the moment it's not that different if you compare this to Mississippi, although it seems to be much drier here, at least around the tracks and the road beside us. And yeah, it's getting greener and greener as far south as we are going, and I hope to see a first palm tree in the next couple of minutes. This would be the first palm tree for a long time that I've seen, so I'm very happy and curious at what time of our journey the first one will arrive. I don't know if the camera had picked it up or not, but we just passed a town called Hammond, Louisiana, and here we saw the first palm trees of our trip. So excited, and right now it's only 1 hour 20 minutes until our final destination of New Orleans. So let's sit back, relax, and I will talk to you as soon as we have arrived at our final destination with train number 59, the city of New Orleans, from Chicago all the way down to New Orleans. Welcome to New Orleans, everybody. We have made it from Chicago all the way down here to the coast of the ocean, and yeah, this is the end of today's trip, and I will speak to you as soon as I left the train, and I will show you as well our locomotive who brought us here from all the way from Chicago. So stay tuned and see you outside. Welcome to New Orleans, everybody. Welcome to the ocean coast, and welcome to the mighty Mississippi River. So I'm right now just heading out the station to board a streetcar which will bring me into town. And yeah, it was a great trip on Amtrak's City of New Orleans train, and yeah, definitely recommend doing it. And yeah, other than that,
I hope you do have enjoyed this video. If you do so, give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you want to, and yeah, we'll see you on the next trip, I guess. Well, as I said earlier, it was a fun trip with Amtrak. The crew was lovely, and the service was on point, so there's nothing really to complain about, and I definitely would take this train once again. As you can see, it was a superliner train, and it differs in the comparison to a viewliner, as it's a double-decker train, and you get a lounge car, an observation car, and as well a dining car on it, which is quite nice, I think. And yeah, so we'll see what we're going to do for the next couple of days here in New Orleans. I will take you along. I will show you a bit of the city if I can. And yeah, my name is Michael. The channel is the Bavarian Globetrotter here on YouTube, and until the next time, just keep on exploring.